Afternoon guys, just going to do a bit of a random video for you. As most of my subscribers will know, I'm just coming towards the end of a build on a Renault Traffic campervan. In one of my earlier videos I showed you how I fitted an Ikea blind into my sliding door window, and I've had a few questions asking me how I'd gone about it, and if I could do a bit more of an in-depth video into how I fitted them. So I'll do that now. It's a bit windy outside, so I'm afraid I'm going to have to try and cover everything from inside at van. It's a lovely day, but it's a bit drafty out. So this is sliding door side at Renault Traffic. These are all the same: Renault Traffic, Vauxhall Vivaro and Nissan Prima Star. So these are blinds. I've shown them you before in previous videos. They're called should have opened this earlier. They're called hop valves. They come from Ikea. I fit these in most of my camper vans. I use them on windows, and I use them to divide cab off as well. So it's felt lucky that I'm trying to show you how I fit them to a Renault Traffic, because Renault Traffic side windows are the most awkward shaped windows never no more to try and make blinds fit. They're not even easy to make curtains fit. You have to finish up with a really crappy bent curtain rail. You have to have a rail at bottom and a rail at top to make them work somewhat like. So what you have to do is you have to decide, you have to sacrifice on these windows. If it's a normal square window like on a Transit, you don't have to sacrifice much glass. But because of these, because of the shape of these bloody things, you have to sacrifice some glass. So this particular blind what I've got up there, it's 800mm wide. So I've put a mark here, there and there. Now that gives me 800mm. So my blind, I'm going to get it to cover as much of this window as I can. So if I just pull that down to my lines, which I've drawn, so now I've got to make a frame up to fit this, what blind will go behind, and this blind is going to sit behind it. So you can see how much glass I'm going to have to sacrifice. I'm going to lose an inch off bottom of my glass. I'm going to lose 3 inch at that side, and I'm going to lose 3 inch at that side. Excuse me, I'm going to lose 4 inch at that side and 4 inch at that side. Now when this blind's fitted properly and it's up, it still gives you a good viewing. When you're in driver's seat there and you're turning around when you're coming out in a blind corner, you've still got plenty of viewing room out of that glass. So these blinds, they come with their own fitting kit, their own brackets, but they're not made obviously for camper vans, so you can more or less chuck that away and save screws, because you can't make these work with a camper van. So what do I use? So to mount them, I use these cheap brackets. They're only from Screwfix. They're only a couple of quid for a bag full. I can't remember how many's in a bag. There's about 20 or 30 in a bag, only a couple of quid. But these are, they do all different sizes. This is the smallest size they do. So to make them fit on your sliding door, you'll need just one of them for one side, and you'll need one of them for other side. Now you have to modify this one for other side. What I did is I opened all up, that's about 4mm. I opened that all up to 6mm, and then I sewn across with hacksaw to make it a slot. So on my blind I've just self-tapped that into there, and the actual fork what I've made slides behind bracket for sliding door. Now that's a torque screw. You take that halfway out, slide that behind it, then nip your torque screw back up, and that gives you that side mounted. Your other side is just a straightforward bracket, and it's mounted with a washer so that don't pull through hole, because it's a 4mm hole, and that's how I mount it. So like I said, this one's an 800mm blind, and I hope you can see how that fits on there. So that's easy part, that's blind mounted, but obviously it's just gonna flop about all over. So what you need to do next, you've got to make a wooden frame up to go round here with a hole in it where your blind's gonna go. So this wooden frame, what you need to make up. Marvellous, isn't it? When you don't want some of that, it's that. So you have to put a slot in that side. For other side, you make same size frame, but you don't have to put this notch in. This notch is for that bracket there. That's what that notch is for. So that then fits your window. You need to put a little notch in bottom, because that's where your hanger's going to come. So roughly fitted, that's what it looks like roughly. And then your blind will just come down inside there, and that's what it looks like. Before you can either paint them, carpet them, put sticky back plastic on them, do whatever you want with them once you've made this frame up. But that's the sort of frame you need to make up. Now that's my template. I use that as a template, and I just when I come to make any more up, I just draw around that and cut them out. But the actual finished article is here. This is my finished one. This is carpeted. Makes a lovely neat job. It's carpeted in alt rest at 4-way stretch. This is called smoke, this colour. Just on bike, bike's not right neat. It's carpeted, but it don't have to be neat because you can't see it because it's tinted glass. But you put 2 bits of wood, I don't know if you can see them, 2 square bits of wood, one there and one there, and that just stops your blind sliding that way. So your blind only runs up and down these at both sides. If you can get what I'm saying. So there you go. That's the rough side, which goes on inside. That's the outside. Right, so once you've made your blind up, made your frame up, you just want screw in there, screw into your door, and there's your blind. Looks very professional, and they're very cheap. I'll tell you now, these blinds, the 800mm blind is £22. I mean, you can't get any sort of blind. I know you have to put a bit of time in to make frame up, but it's all dirt cheap stuff, but it makes it look a professional job. And there you go, 22 quid, you've got a blind. So that's the 800mm one. Now my cab, I normally, well, when I first started building vans I used to put curtains up, but they were quite crap really. But if you get, if you're doing a Vivaro, a Prima Star or a Traffic, if you buy the 140mm blind, these are a bit dearer. I think these are about 32 quid, something like that, but they're not a lot dearer. But if you get one of them, that closes off all your cab, and at night it's absolutely pitch black in here. They don't let no light in whatsoever. So I'll just pull that door open a bit. Just a terrible lighting today. So that's what it looks like when you've used the 140 centimetres, aren't they? Not. Let me just have a look. This is one I use for cab. Yeah, it's 140 centimetres wide and 155 centimetres drop. So in English, which is old like I am. Let me put my glasses on, can't read now. There we go. 55 inch by 61 inch. So there you go. They might as well have been made for this van. I'll show you in cab how well these fit. You have to make a couple of side pieces up, carpet them, but sorry about wind, guys. Yeah, so this bit what you see inside cab, put a bit of that carpet over it front top just to cover the light up, and there I've got them brackets again, one of them at either side. One of them cheap brackets, couple of self tappers, one at that side, but because of the length of it, it's going to want to drop down in the middle. So this bracket's not been painted yet, but I'm going to paint this bracket grey to match rest at interior, and it'll blend in nicely. But yeah, it stops middle at blind sagging, and when you pull on it, because there you go, perfect, and a lot better than curtains. This is inside at cab. With blind down, so at night anybody nosing through your cab window, it just looked like a van with a bulkhead in. But right then, that's my sliding door cupboard. That's my sliding door cupboard. Let's open that now. Let's have some lighting. That's my sliding door. That's my cab, and this is my little opening window, which I have just above my cooker. Here's my sink, electrics and all gubbins. So yeah. So at night, this is another Ikea blind, but it's only vanes for a blind. These are only a £5. They're a £5. They're massive, and you just cut them down to fit. So that's it. You've got choice of two sides. That's grey side, which I use because it matches my grey carpet. Other side is gloss black. So depending on what colour interior you've gone for, you can please yourself. But yeah. So for the sake of a couple of quid, altogether these blinds have cost me under 60 quid, and it's a lot. But I couldn't have had some curtains made to fit for 60 quid. So there you go. I don't work for Ikea. I don't get no kickbacks off of Ikea. They don't give me no. I've got no reason to promote Ikea. It's just cheapest way I could go to make my camper van work, and I like to share my ideas with other people who might be having the same dilemma. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I know it's not been a right long one. It's not been all camper vans. It's not all about conversions, but anybody wanting to use blinds instead of curtains, that's where I've gone. It might not suit everybody. Some people might prefer curtains. I don't personally, but there you go. So it is doable. It is doable on a budget, and it does look professional, and it does make them pitch black at night. So I'm going to leave this video here. This ain't part of my build video doings, story on one of my vans. This is just a random standalone video just to show you how you can fit cheap Ikea vans into Ikea blinds, how you can fit cheap Ikea blinds into vans. I hope you found this helpful or useful. If you've only just found this video and you fancy subscribing to my channel, I'd much appreciate it. And down at bottom, if you could give me either a thumbs up if you like it, or a thumbs down if you don't. I don't mind either way. It all helps to promote my channel. But I'd like to thank you all for watching, and during these lockdown times, I hope you all take care, stay safe, and stay healthy. So thanks for watching. See you in the next video.